Imagine a vibrant church service where the air is filled with uplifting music, people are dancing in the aisles, and voices are raised in praise. This is a typical scene in a Southern Pentecostal church. The culture of the Southern Pentecostal church is characterized by expressive worship, strong community bonds, and a deep commitment to spiritual practices that empower its members. Understanding this culture is important because it sheds light in a significant segment of American spirituality and community life, which often shapes social dynamics in the South and beyond. As someone who has researched this topic for 2 weeks by interviewing people of my community and researching the databases of Columbia State's library, I have gained a valuable insight into their culture and community. Today we will explore the expressive worship styles, importance of community and fellowship, and the core spiritual beliefs that define the culture. Let's begin by examining the first aspect of this culture, expressive worship. Expressive worship is a defining feature of the Southern Pentecostal Church. Worship services are characterized by lively music and enthusiastic participation. A study by Pew Research Center states that 75% of Pentecosts report feeling strong emotional connection during worship. Emotional intensity can foster deep feeling of belonging among congregants. Speaking in tongues and other spiritual gifts are a common expression of faith during services. While doing my research for this project, I interviewed multiple different people from Napier Pentecostal Church down the road from my house. During those interviews, I interviewed someone called Miss Shirley Smith. She has been a part of the Southern Pentecostal Church since 1979. She spoke a great deal with me about speaking in tongues and how she feels whenever that happens. She stated that whenever she speaks in tongues, she believes that her words leave her mouth and go straight to the ears of Jesus himself. And I think that speaks to a true testament to how Pentecostal people feel whenever they speak in tongues. They believe that it is an angelic language that only people in heaven can understand and that people of this planet cannot comprehend. So this is her full quote on that. And then now that we have explored expressive worship, let's look at the role of community and fellowship in the Southern Pentecostal Church. Community and fellowship are central to the Southern Pentecostal culture. Church acts as a support system for its members. A survey by the National Congregation Study found that 85% of Pentecostal churchgoers engage in social activities with fellow members outside of services. This creates a strong network of support and friendship. Events such as potlucks, revivals, and outreach programs strengthen community ties. During my interviews, I also interviewed the leader of the Napier Pentecostal Church. He preferred that his name not be mentioned, but he did say that I could share some of his interview with you guys. We talked a lot about the community of his church, and he said that he feels as his congregation is a family. And whenever they hold events such as revivals, which is where they go to church every day of the week instead of only on Sundays and Wednesdays, and potlucks, which is where they bring different dishes and they all have dinners together, and he said that that makes them come closer together and feel more like a family. So I think that speaks about the community life within the Pentecostal church itself. This fosters unity and a shared purpose. Having discussed community aspect, let's turn our attention to the core spiritual beliefs that drive this culture. The core spiritual beliefs shape the identity of the Southern Pentecostal Christians. They believe in the power of the Holy Spirit. The book Understanding Pentecostalism explains that many Pentecostals believe in a direct personal experience with God through the Holy Spirit. This belief motivates many to engage actively in their faith. The emphasis on personal transformation through faith by testimonies from members illustrates how their lives change through God, often describing a sense of purpose and direction. Testimonial services are a common way for congregants to share their experiences during church hours. In summary, we have explored the dynamic worship, the strong community bonds, and the core beliefs that define the Southern Pentecostal Church. Understanding this culture enriches our appreciation of diverse spiritual practices, and highlights the communal aspect of faith that resonates with many people. Just as the vibrant worship scene illustrated in the beginning, the Southern Pentecostal Church is not just about individual faith, it's about community that celebrates life together, lifting each other up in joy and in spirit.
Very good. Thank you.